press that button?
Did you not press it?
I think we forgot to press a button.
Oh, we forgot to press a button. Okay, so we
Yeah,
were
now
live?
now it says end broadcast, and I press the button, and it says go live, and then I guess
we should be live. And
now
we, should,
we see it now.
So sorry, we're a little bit delayed.
We forgot to press a button.
We were having a conversation already for 2 minutes with nobody.
Yeah, with ourselves.
Yeah.
So happy to be back. As I said, with a new computer.
Yeah.
New computers bring new challenges. You see it on on the screen.
May
Windows.
Bill be with you.
Bill may be with us. Finally, we found out that we needed to press that button. Okay.
Yeah.
But it looks okay. Yeah, you're alive. Yeah,
you're alive.
Okay.
Thanks, Nick. Yeah, great to see. And I got another computer here on my side here.
Yeah, and he was watching that computer and said, we should be live, but something is not live. And and then I saw go live button.
Yeah.
I was fighting the whole day with the new computer and all the sound stuff, and horrible. I hate setting up new computers.
But
the CPU doesn't go above 20.
Yes.
That was the reason why I bought that computer, because my last computer was maxed out when streaming, and we ended up always with 60 or something. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
okay.
Let's move on to more important things.
Should we do a wrist check first?
Sure.
Or should we do this later?
We can, I don't know.
We do it later.
We do it later. We have time later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me bring up the slides here. Yeah, that looks good. So it's all about support. That's what we announced in our email. And we have seen a lot of people waiting this time, so we're a little bit more nervous because we have more viewers. and it's all about doing something useful. And last time we talked about this whole thing that watches should be a source of good, and probably not just sold to oligarchs, or probably sold to them also and using the money for something useful. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but it should be good. And why do we come to this? Yeah, we all know that we ended up in a pretty sad thing that people are having to flee from their home. And I couldn't ever imagine that this will happen in Europe. But it obviously happened, and that's not a very good sign, and it should make us think if there's something wrong, and we need to make sure that things like this don't happen anymore. And but at the moment we can't avoid this kind of thing, and we only can hope that it ends. But for sure we need to help, and everybody can do something, and we should use what we are selling in order to do so. So let's get into the topics for today. I have a little agenda here because we're getting more organized the more we are into the streaming stuff.
Yeah, combined with setting up a new computer.
So I think it's obviously that we talked about why we need to do something, we want to do something. Then we thought a lot about how we could approach that, and we would like to talk about something which we have done last year. That was the Tourbillon 1 draw, which took us by surprise.
Yeah, it was a complete surprise.
In English? Yeah, it was a surprise. Actually, we were giving away tourbillons or making a draw for our prototypes, and it turned out that it was very successful, and we could do some useful things with this money.
Yeah, well, Sue was asking, we got these leftover prototypes, should we sell them? And I was like, no, let's sell them for $1.
So that's how the Tourbillon $1 came into being, and we collected money, and we are about to actually pay out the money to the targets, and but we also decided to probably redirect some of the money, because we should support the things now and not something which we have thought about in the past, if it can make a better impact. So we will talk about that. We will talk about something else which was following us, crowdfarming, and we will show how we want to do that and integrate that in order to have fun doing something good. Then I will go to the next slide. So This was actually this project where a lot of people came to us. It was this samples which we actually put up for sale for $1 or 50 or 100 or depending on how many the people wanted to donate. And this happened in September 2021. What was the outcome of that? Yeah, surprisingly, we had participants from over 74 countries.
Yeah.
So that's close to half United Nations.
It's a lot of countries.
That's a lot of countries.
And there's a lot of people.
We didn't expect that at all. It was just by accident, and it shows us that perhaps having a fun project like this is something which makes the world a better place. And we thought about that. I mean, if the world is a shitty place, you don't hesitate to do war.
To do war.
Yeah, to go for war.
Oh.
Because if the world is a shit place, then you more easily do start a war than when the world is good and you love your life and there's fun, then you probably do that. That's my assumption,
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm pretty sure that I'm right, because why should you destroy a good life?
Yeah, exactly.
That means we need to make sure that people enjoy life, and that should be the topic. So. And this
people
one,
enjoy watches,
and they enjoyed watches, and a lot of people couldn't afford a tourbillon for whatever, I don't know, 100,000 Swiss francs. So we made that accessible, and obviously it attracted a lot of people, and we sold all together, or we collected donations at 26,000 and something Swiss francs. So that was the result. What was the plan originally? The plan originally was to split the money and give it to the watchmaking school in Grenchen, because they always need some equipment, and we actually are in the process of doing that right now. We talked about it last time.
Yeah.
Simon was here, the teacher, one of the teachers who used to be a former employee, and he gave us a list of things he would need, like from the 3D printer through the projector, which I have here on my desk, and some other tools and equipment which they can use. And the other part of the money was meant to spend for watchmakers coming to our place.
Flights and hotels.
Yeah, and learning how we do that here.
And learning how we do it together.
And then we thought, in times of war, we probably could use that money in a better way. And we decided actually to postpone this whole bringing watchmaking people to here, and use that money and for a new target, helping Ukraine, or helping people who suffer from the Ukrainian.
Because it's immediate, and they need it now.
It's immediate, and they need it now, and so we choose a new target. And what is that target? That target is crowdfarming, and that's a very interesting. We need to give a little bit of a backstory. Crowdfarming, or crowdfarming.com, is a platform which was created by Spanish people, two Spanish brothers, some time ago, and I think it really took off during the pandemic. So at least that's when we heard about it, because we were all sitting at home. You couldn't go to even not a supermarket. I remember it was in 2020. 2020, yeah. So everybody's sitting at home, and what do you do? And we started growing food at home, and since this is most of the time not very successful, the spring onions worked very well. We were surfing a lot, and people were hanging out in front of their phones and computers,
and we need a bunch of food.
Yeah, and then we found that platform, and we started ordering mangoes and oranges and all kind of stuff. And since this time, actually, we buy all of that stuff. Where does one donate?
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we will get to that. How that works, we will get to it. We just want to explain a little bit. And we thought that it became part of our life, and it makes super sense, because it's from regional producers which have actually a sense for perhaps also consumer direct and more environmental friendly.
Community.
It's in Europe. We don't need to fly the stuff around the world, and I thought that makes sense. And then we actually saw this Send Food to Refugees initiative, which they have started already. So actually farmers donate the stuff, but I think the farmers need also the money. So it makes sense if we collect money for that platform, buy the food from the farmers, make sure and they send it to Ukraine and to the Polish border and directly into the cities.
And what I really like about it is that in these situations, typically you're donating foods from very big organizations, very big companies, and it's usually not fresh. It's hard to get fresh food in these types of situations.
Yeah.
And this is coming directly from the farmer, going directly to the NGO food bank in Warsaw. And then they're also been able to deliver directly to cities in Ukraine still. So this is also something that's really quite unique, heroic, and bringing fresh food to people who need it most.
Yeah, I think it makes total sense. Because as we said last time, we can't ship weapons, and that's probably also not our job.
You said that.
Yeah, I said that.
You said that.
I mean, it scares the shit out of me when I see
really.
these tanks exploding. Also, I mean, there are also Russians inside. There are people inside. It's humans at the end of the day. I don't care which nation at the end of the day. I mean, dictators shouldn't do that stuff. They shouldn't send neither side into war. And that's something which somehow moves us, and I think this is a very good way to contribute what we do every day, the fun of making watches and owning them, spending money on a hobby and collecting money and giving it to something useful. And I think food is obviously a very important thing.
And these farmers as well, they're very much like us. They're self-sustaining. They're not reliant on investors, and they are creating a great product. That's what they live for. Just like us, we're living to create a really great timepiece, and that also resonates. Yeah,
and at the end of the day, they already shipped directly with the first truck 16 tons of organic food. Yeah. So that's quite something, and I like that the people of that platform take direct care of it. I think that's a very good thing. And so how we intend to do that whole thing, bringing up a very nice graphics here, thanks to Leon. He's sitting in Vienna. One of our graphic guys. The pixel mover.
The pixel pusher.
The pixel pushers. Yeah, it's super nice, and this graphic says it all. It's Supersede $1 project is on, and so we are preparing for that now. What can you win for donating? So you can actually we have from our Supersede project, we have 6 technical prototypes.
What's a technical prototype?
Technical prototype is something fully functional, but not serious production. So it's kind of a rare thing. Usually, I can show that probably. Usually a prototype serial number is always 0 on the case, I mean, these are the watches we are talking about. If I turn it around, then you obviously see here SG 000. It has no serial number.
Same as this on the tourbillon.
Yeah, it's the same. So you could only afford a prototype,
top right, T000.
Isn't that the T0? Isn't that the Terminator?
I can't remember what it is.
Okay. We shouldn't get too far away into.
But we have 6 of these watches, these technical prototypes, and it'll be one of each color. So we have the 12 o'clock white, 2400 black, transatlantic blue, atoll blue, boreal green, and jetstream gray. Shall
I bring that up?
Oh. We can look at those after though.
Yeah, we can. So at the end of the day, we have 6 dial colors and 6 cases where we play around with, and they will be made in a way that you can wear them properly, and you can own them, and perhaps they get some rare piece of collectible sooner or later. Who knows? And hopefully, someone is selling them in 50 years again. Yeah. And raises another couple of million for something useful. Who knows? Perhaps our YouTube movie is still there then, and people should remember that.
Yeah.
So in any case, the total value of these watches is somewhere 39,000 Swiss francs. Of course, we hope we can raise as much money as possible. That's the whole thing behind it. And like this tourbillon 1 project, we also want to have fun with it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, as I said, fun is super important. People should enjoy life. If everybody is bitter, then that's not good. Then we don't think about stopping wars.
So
when we start at
March 22nd. So somebody had asked, link to donate. It's going to be on our official website, HORAGE.com, and there'll be a link directly into the shop. But the shop is going to go live on next Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And
some details here because the people ask how to donate.
Yeah.
So beginning with 22nd, we will actually start that web page on our shop where you can actually buy kind of a token. No? Is it a token?
You buy an entry ticket.
You buy an entry ticket, and the entry tickets can be $1 is one ticket, or it can be 10. So you spend $10, which means it's 10 tickets which participate in your draw. Logically, if you donate more, you have a higher chance of winning.
Yeah. And you are giving more food to people who need it most.
So
because it all goes there.
That's a pretty cool system. I'm happy that actually we created this $1 watch draw thing. Could you make a Supersede in light, medium, robin, egg,
Tiffany? That's been done a little bit. Anyways, we'll come back to that.
So that's and last time I don't know exactly, but we only did 100. I think we didn't do 200.
We only did 100, but we had so many people that were coming back and wanting to do more.
So some bought even two times 100.
And you can do it as many times as you want.
Yeah. So feel free to donate $1 million if you want.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of food.
You probably for sure get a watch then.
Yeah. If you do donate $1 million, we'll make it 7 watches, and whoever does we'll just give them a watch, okay? Yeah, because there's people with Richard Mills and everything else.
Sure.
Yeah, go to a lot of good.
Yeah, and I hope during this process we will get to know a lot of people again, and also get in touch with the crowdfarming guys. You have a call on
tomorrow morning. 8:30. I have a call with them
to iron things out and make this kind of a real event where on the one hand we learn something about this crowdfarming thing. People learn something about our watches, and we do something for what needs to be stopped, or at least if we can't stop it, at least we can help the people. I get 300 tickets, or is it capped at 200?
Oh, you can do 200 2 times, 4 times, 6 items, many times. If you guys think we should make a $500 one, we could do a $500 one.
In any case, it's super easy because we will make it in a way. You just go to that online shop on our website, and then there will be actually the donation. It's like a product. You're buying like a product. Can you donate with entering the draw? You could do that.
You just send us a note directly to Lost in Time at HORAGE.com.
Yeah.
And
probably we should make another bet. A bet on a bet. How much we raise.
Yeah. How much?
How
much do you guys think we're going to raise in the comments? Last time it was 26. What was it last time?
26,000. Last time it was 26,000.
Those are tickets, yeah. So it's
26,497 tickets, Swiss francs. So dollar, Swiss francs, kind of. Volunteered a couple of times at PLA border during the last days. The refugees is already thanks for you, what you're doing. Thank you
very much.
We are trying to come up with more interesting ways to engage people into things like this.
Because at the end of the day, stopping selling, sanctioning and stopping selling, your watches in a country doesn't actually help the people that are being impacted.
40,000, he said. 40,000 would be pretty cool.
All right, David, you're the first one who's on the.
So we will think about something that people can actually bet we're getting a betting. I thought, we are making watches. I forgot that.
We're making watches.
But why not? I mean, who is closest? Because it's super important that the people spread the word, and that people talk about that. And so we can.
So there was one question. Somebody asked if there's a cap. There's no cap. So based on what we're seeing here in the comments, we can. If you think that we should up it to $500 for or $1,000 or whatever, we can add those. But you can also come back multiple times and do the 200, the 200 if you wish to. And basically the way it works is that with each purchase that you make, you create an order ID. We duplicate that order ID based on the number of tickets that need to be formulated. Marcus, our Excel genius.
Yeah, he is then crunching the numbers.
He's crunching the numbers and making sure that everybody's allocated their numbers. And then what we did last time is we did the draw live on YouTube.
Completely live.
Completely live. You can also go back to our previous YouTube videos and actually watch that.
And it's real,
And it's in real time.
He was a lucky guy.
He was lucky,
So we then gave, after that draw, I think it was this.
Yeah.
You were actually in Austria.
I was in Austria.
It was
lockdown
stuff.
Yeah.
And I was drawing it here on my desk, and then 3 people were the lucky ones.
Yeah, Jeremy is right here. He was in Switzerland.
Yeah, he was in Switzerland. He's usually in New York.
Yeah.
And he's still happy, and that's Simon actually.
Yeah, he used to actually be an employee working.
Yeah, Simon is an employee. Now he's teacher in the Grenchen school.
Yeah.
So this stuff is real, and I hope we can come up with more cool things to raise cash and help people do that. I wish we could have more cash by ourselves already, but we are still a small company, so we need to work our way towards that. But in that case,
we have watches.
We have watches.
We have watches.
Yeah, and they are good.
And they're prototypes, and typically what happens with prototypes is they go into some archive somewhere and sit on a shelf.
Yeah.
No, so it's better that
stuff should be worn.
They be worn, and somebody appreciate it.
A little bit high on the microphone now.
On a shelf.
Okay.
I don't know. Let us know how the audio is. But we have some numbers. We got 40,000. We have 30K plus.
Yeah.
5745. Oh, that's
157,000.
57,450. That's a correction.
Yeah.
And 6,050. And great idea. I will support this. I can't afford much, but I'll give what I can for a good cause. Thank you very much.
And everything is, and you always have a chance to win.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, statistics is different. You have more chances when you have 200 tickets, but the lucky is lucky.
Yeah. Regardless if you win or don't win, somebody's winning in the end because you're.
Jamie, show a little bit watches.
Yeah, that's right. Look at some watches. Wrist shot, wrist check.
We need some fun. Wait.
Oh. And we should maybe have that leave with not leave, but this right here.
Yeah, that was made me think. It made me not think because I think it's obvious. Yeah. This guy is a brave guy, and I hope he can continue to motivate his people to stay strong and finally probably convince the other side to withdraw and make some kind of deal. At the end of the day, they need to come up with some kind of deal.
Yeah, I hope it's soon.
Yeah, amazing things, and we were just looking up some funny things.
We were looking at photos of what we can think about with food, and so hopefully there'll be.
Everybody knows. I mean, where's your watch?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Where is your watch? Because this guy actually, there's people don't know.
I forgot to put this on before the show here. There we are.
Yeah, that's Landon's watch. It was actually sent.
This is my wrist check.
Wait, this one.
Yeah.
It was our Muppet watch was sent by a customer to us who is actually living in Poland, but he relocated to Germany.
Yeah.
As far as I understood that. Yeah. Because he didn't feel safe due to the whole situation. But he gave her that fine watch and it should ring actually.
Yeah, we have to set the alarm clock.
I did set it.
You did?
We are not yet half.
Oh, we are just about there.
Okay, so
Wake-up call,
Muppet Show
listen.
is our thing, and as I said, the Chef Koch actually is beating the drums on the vegetables, and we are beating the drums on the crowdfarming.
Yeah.
Let's go back to looking at some watches. We don't do it too long today, I think, because there's no need.
Yes, Flavor Flav. Yes, Brian, what is the wager? Regardless, the winner should be Ukraine. I definitely agree. They should. They're a sovereign country. They should get their country back. Should be theirs. And also, there's another one here, Andy.
Yeah.
Watch World related fact in this whole mess is that while traveling to PLA UA, you are likely to pass through the place where Antoni Patek was born.
Yeah. Check.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some pretty active watch industry out there, by the way.
Yeah, you guys like to watch it. Just waiting for the alarm clock to go off here, Andy.
It is on, yeah?
Yeah, should be.
It's on. It should ring in half of the time, or after half an hour.
Yeah, so I got my wrist check here because, or my chest check or clock check or whatever you want to call it, but I'm wearing the tourbillon.
Should we do a wrist check?
Last time?
I think it's time for a wrist check, yeah?
I won't lean over, but you can...
I can bring that up here. Wait, wrist check. I wear, in fact, one of our first watches. Mm-hmm. Wait, I need to bring myself into that screen. Omnium. And it comes pretty cool on that camera. You see this sapphire crystal, which has this cut sapphire. I like that watch because it is, from product design point of view, super sophisticated, but you don't see it at the first shot. Mm-hmm. You need to have a close look on that.
Definitely.
And a good friend of mine who used to be a successful CEO in the watch industry, sadly he died, but this was the watch he was buying. Said, that's the watch. But yours, give me yours.
Yeah.
It's the, how do you call that?
Frankenstein.
The Frankenstein watch.
Tourbillon.
Landon gets the tourbillons which were built together from all kind of leftover parts.
Yeah,
so that's a spec which shouldn't exist.
I did have a name for a turbo sub, one time.
But in any case, you should change that dial ring.
Yeah, we need to do
back to something else.
Yeah, it's time. It's time. We got to clean it up.
So let's get, how do the watches look right now? I mean, these are the watches we are looking at. These will be the watches which will be on the draw. Mm-hmm. I probably should put it on the wrist. Oh, let me see that here. Yeah, pretty serious stuff.
This is the first prototype.
Prototype.
And Jonas is currently working on the new movements.
Yeah.
For the technical prototypes, and in the next couple of weeks, 2 weeks, we'll be finished with the with the cases. Yeah.
It's an amazing. It's a pretty. What is the height?
9.85 millimeters.
9.85 millimeter.
39.
Possible because
case diameter.
Yeah, because we have that micro rotor.
Yeah. Which
is now undergoing third stage prototyping.
And the other is the micro adjustment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody who's missed one of our previous live streams, we showed this before, also in our forum.
Yeah.
And this is the first prototype version, but we'll actually have the technical prototype finished in the next within the next week, which will be finished in stainless steel. So this is very rough right now, and not representative of what it will look like in the finished version, but the functionality is there, which gives it a full centimeter, which is 10 1 millimeter increments of adjustment just by depressing your thumb.
And it's very slim.
Yeah.
Thanks to Marcus, because he got problems with our boss, because she insisted it must be thinner.
Yeah.
I don't care about your function, must be thinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's an amazing, it will be an amazing product. So it's very rough, yeah. Of course you can see that. But this will be obviously part of that product.
Okay.
That
was off camera. We got to add one more camera up there, Andy.
Where? What? I'm getting
Top
confused.
right.
Oh yeah, here.
Yes, there we are. Everybody needs to
Do
see
that.
this too. Yeah. But the rubber strap that you see here is
It's
prototype.
3D printed.
It's just printed.
I'm surprised how good 3D printing has become.
It holds really well on that case as well.
It's a pretty serious product, I have to say. Probably, and I'm not allowed to participate in that. Okay, let's have a look. What are the
But you can
tiles?
donate, Andy.
Yeah, I can donate. Of course I donate.
Yeah. Actually, we're going to donate quite a lot pretty soon here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. We're here. So these are actually the dials which go into these products.
These are all the technical prototype dials, so the new updated versions of it. So we do have a blue in there. It's not the Tiffany blue that somebody was asking about in the comments, but it is a really nice like sea blue, atoll blue, something that reminds you of the Caribbean. And,
I should be careful with all that stuff, otherwise I get problems. And that's better now. That's this green, huh?
Yep.
Boreal. I like that most.
Which one? The green.
Yeah.
The green is on the far left.
On the far left, there's another
It's a
one.
little bit dark right now because it's actually very dark right now because of the way the lighting is.
Yeah, that's the black, that's the green, yeah.
And we can move that around
see
so
that
you can see
better?
the green a bit better. There we go. Yeah.
We do it like that. Yeah, no. That's my favorite.
Yeah. So that's this one. The green is going to be included in the second pre-order.
Yeah.
Just so you know, second pre-order starting on September, April, second week of April, April 12th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It'll run for 72 hours, 3 days. That's the power reserve of the watch. And we'll have the green, we'll have the white, we'll have the two blues there. So all four along the bottom there that Andy's showing. And and
black.
And that pre-order round, it will be 4,900 Swiss francs, so it's gone up a little bit from the first pre-order round. The earlier you get into the pre-orders, the earlier the more
I wanted to show the other mess.
price you'll get.
The other mess, you know, how the watches look. Part of them look like today. You know, there's this tray, the magic tray.
All right, so any questions in here? We got flavor approved. I wish watch companies would follow your
Put
example.
everything there.
To getting to know the top. Hey, it's
now.
alarm going off now. Okay, save me from reading. So it's working, Arthur. It's working really well. It's just simple.
A Ukrainian blue and yellow dial.
Hey, how do I turn this thing off? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Philip is around.
Yeah.
It's hi to the US.
Yeah. Liam,
yeah,
hello.
we need to
Philip,
we need
hello.
to come up with more stuff, and I'm sure that we will have some more ideas. Yeah, that's how the tray looks like right now. So all the stuff is collected in here, and constantly things are moving in and out, being put together, tested. You see.
Oh yeah.
That kind of thing, so that you get an idea. It's the work tray, I would say.
That's just one tray though.
It's just one tray.
There's a lot of trays.
but that just people that they see is real, you know. I mean, there are real cases. It's nothing that we do not, let's say, jokes or something like this. I have become careful with telling people things because sometimes they think we are not telling the truth, or, you know.
Well, because most watch brands don't tell the truth.
Okay, this was a good one. This was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of marketing out there.
Yeah.
This is our marketing. We're live, and you're asking questions here.
The
It doesn't
funny
get
thing
more
is on the
real than that.
Indeed, I have this dumb feeling that the luxury industry, call it like that, needs to come from selling a dream to selling the truth.
That's right. They need to.
Because authentic, you know, everybody's talking about authentic, and that's why I like actually live, because it's uncut. I mean, if we fuck things up in this life, it doesn't work.
No.
But we really can talk to the people, and I think that's for me the most important thing, that we have direct feedback and not have a cut version of a stream. Yeah, it's not so easy to sit in front of a camera, and you need to get used to it. But yeah, that's life.
Yeah, I think for me it was like doing the first Supersede live streams, like the 3 in a row or the 4 in a row.
Yeah.
The 4th one, there was no nerves anymore. And now I just have come to terms that I don't look great on camera and I sound like...
No, you look very good. You look very good. Seriously. I mean.
All right, thanks, Andy.
But we are. My system is also getting better. I need more. You need to let people look at watches. I think that's why they are here.
So
we like talking about politics and things like this.
So thank you, Stack0721. As you said, I wish more watch companies would follow your example. Getting to know the top dogs and decision makers is brilliant. Also, y'all seem like down-to-earth dudes, which makes me want to be part of your HORAGE team by purchasing and supporting your products. And come and visit us.
Yes.
The door is always open.
Anybody
who's in Switzerland, you can
can come here, give us a call and walk through our place. Yeah. Next time we will do a walkthrough again. Yeah. And people can also call me. I mean, if people didn't recognize, but my personal phone number is in Google. Mm-hmm. So if you Google HORAGE and headquarter, there's this company page, then there's my phone number. So you can always call me. Just don't call me when here is night.
Yeah.
So
you won't get an answer. 10
in the evening is okay. Swiss time 10. And probably not before 7 in the morning, but the rest you can usually call. So.
Yeah, thank you. I guess it's Klaus 2000, K7 Aus 2000. You guys are humble and inspirational. Both are beautiful watches. Yes.
We are proud.
Fun. Yeah.
We are proud of it. I mean, people who know us know that we do that since 12 years now. Mm-hmm. I have one of the very early ones here. Yeah?
Let's see that.
That was pretty much some of the very early watches. I'll move it here.
Move it into the light there a bit more. Move up to the Supersede.
Probably move that out. Move that in. So that was the K1, and in like this, it was actually It's funny because crowdfunding emerged in a crisis in 2008, and we used it in 2014, and we launched ourselves with crowdfunding in 2015 in Kickstarter, and now we are kind of crowd affected.
And at that time, nobody believed that this was
possible. No, of course not. I mean, everybody said, are you crazy? I mean, you're telling someone to give you some money for a movement that didn't exist at this time. Yeah. But we did it, and this is one of the watches, and because of that, today we can do something like that, because we have heavily invested into engineering and infrastructure and all these kind of things in the past. And fair to say, I think we are perhaps a very deeply integrated engineering company. Yeah? We really know every part in that watch. We know how it is made. Every supplier is around here in the circle. We know how they make it. We have active support. We do our own escapement systems. We do our own balance spring development. So we get all the parts in and out all the time. Altogether, we calculated 3,500 process steps until the movement is finished. So turning, gear cutting, washing, polishing. We didn't cut any corner on that. And I think that makes us probably characterizes us that we don't cut corners. Yeah, recently we had a little bit of a shipping issue. Supply chain is a mess all over the world. That delayed our tourbillon shipments, and we are very sorry for that, and we do our best to get finally the rest of the tourbillons into the people's hands so that they are happy, and thanks to everybody who is supporting us. And I think as long as we always openly communicate with the people people also understand that sometimes things are difficult.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just going to read a few more of these things here so we don't miss anything. Philip Corwin, I've already made several contributions to the Ukrainian refugee relief efforts, but we'll be happy to support this great effort as well and to spread the word on social media. Long live Ukraine. Thank you, Philip. Yeah, thank you for taking part in it, and thanks for also making previous donations and being a leader in that respect. So thank you. Yeah, Liam, hello. And Philip had also said perhaps make a Ukraine blue and yellow dial with part of the proceeds going to assistance.
Need to talk to our boss.
We got to talk to the boss. We gotta. We have. Dial production is getting into dials and that sort of things when we're already in the midst of a pretty serious development project with Supersede, also with Tourbillon, and we also have other top secret stuff going on behind the scenes. Right now, this is what we're able to do, but who knows? Maybe by the time it comes to delivering the actual prototype watches to the winners, there'll be some updates there. One never knows, right?
Yeah,
because we always make changes along the way. Dwayne, congratulations, gentlemen. Someone has to step up and do the right thing. We're glad to contribute. Good luck. Thank you very much. Arthur, good to hear you're working on a new one. Can't wait to see it. And you have to come and have some vodka with us here in Switzerland sometime.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So dials look amazing. The reason I asked, this is about the Tiffany. He has an opportunity to see Rolex Perpetual Collection, and Tiffany Blue just stood out. Maybe you can try a mock-up or Tiffany Blue and see for yourself.
We need to talk to the boss.
You got to talk to the boss. Yeah. From my side personally, I'm not much of a color trend individual. I always like it when
you're usually too late.
You're usually too late.
Yeah.
The color trend way things are going is typically better when you're a larger company that has good amount of production power and inventory power to get that out of the market, and also to have the marketing to deliver on something like that. We are in a position where we're doing really unique movement development and looking for colors and different attributes in watches that aren't really found everywhere else. So neither one is right or wrong. It's just a company positioning and a value positioning, and that's why we design things in the way we do. So if the Rolex is the one that you're digging and that's the color, you should go for it. Yeah.
And I hope they can sooner or later ship some stuff.
Yeah.
Because they are building a very, very big factory here.
The good thing is we don't have those types of wait lists.
Our wait list is kind of under control, I would say. That's the only thing which also makes me a little bit relaxed that we can, unlike watches are actually obtainable. We do our best.
But I mean, Rolex, they've been the leader in industrial movement development.
Yeah, and they're our neighbors. There are two pretty good companies. One is Rolex, one is Omega, and they are actually, from an industrial standpoint of view, I have to pull my hat and say, that's the benchmark. But I'm pretty sure from a technical engineering level, we don't have the funds, we don't have the money to do the same thing. But from a knowledge point of view, I think we are not far away from that. And performance anyhow. I mean,
we're there.
We are trying to squeeze out every little percentage of performance from our stuff. And that's something we continue to do, and hopefully we can expand into manufacturing. That's the next step.
And we've already invested in it. So
we have a machine already, to speed up the whole manufacturing thing. But this will suck a lot of energy out of our team, and it will be a big thing to do that. And hopefully we can sell 1 million of these $1 tickets and help make the world a better place.
Yeah, so it's anybody's guess how many there'll be. It's a pretty exciting project. Before we go today, just definitely send us any questions you have right now. We'll answer them right now. But yeah, it would be great. I mean, $1 million.
That would be cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Buying a lot of fruit.
It's a lot of avocados. There's a lot of oranges.
Yeah. Hopefully they have some stuff left.
They have cheese. They have
everything.
They have grains, cereals.
We can
everything
actually
on the
look
website.
at that website.
Maybe check out that website.
Let's have a look at that. Switch into screen and face.
And I will look at a few things here. After being a watch collector for a while, the hunt journey is the most important thing. The journey with you guys is just a pleasure. It's unique, involving, and one of a kind. And we love doing it. It's every time
I changed my mind anyhow after Corona when it comes to our industry, our business, the watch world. I mean, it's so much fun to have this live stuff going on. As I said, I need more cameras everywhere. I want to have these smart glasses. I want to have all that kind of stuff. Which you
like a cyborg, Robo Andy.
but it's cool, because we can create. You can touch it, but I'm pretty sure that we are in a position to create an experience with a group of people or in a live stream. We can do the same thing. If someone has some friends, a couple of friends, 10 friends, and they want to have a Zoom call with us live, looking at stuff, we can do that.
Yeah.
And we can show dials, we can show hands, and we can play around with that stuff. And I think that's the future of this industry, connecting with groups outside by high resolution streaming stuff.
Top secret stuff.
Top secret stuff. What's the season? I'm waiting actually for my oranges to come in today.
So let's see what else we have here. Keep up the good work. I'm most likely going for a tall blue. Very nice. My favorite as well. So true, Eddie, thank you. What else here? Buck the trends and lead from the front. 100% agree. And I agree, a blue and yellow rubber strap would be attractive. Blue and yellow rubber strap. So yeah, actually that'd be kind of cool.
That's probably cool.
That would be
I
cool.
think that's something for our boss.
The boss might actually go for that.
Because she is not such a big fan of orange.
She's not a very big fan.
We have a little bit of a discussion on that.
If anybody's followed our forum, the orange rubber strap discussion.
We like to eat oranges, but we don't want to have it on the strap. And that's a discussion, but we could trade off towards the yellow.
We could trade for yellow.
Yeah.
That could, yellow and blue.
By the way, recently they sold oranges there, which were not meant for eating. They were meant for cooking or making jam and stuff like this. But then I were eating them, and I found out it's the best ones of them. Really? It's just a little bit more sour, yeah. Incredible. Taste is incredible.
So Andy's on the website right now, and you can go here, and look at all the different products that you can buy from all these organic producers. And
hopefully we can sell the entire production to Ukraine. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of this. I hope there's more. I hope I can see last time in China, I saw a lady selling the harvest of I think some cabbage or stuff like this. She was actually in the field with live streaming equipment, with a phone and a power bank with a fan for cooling the phone. Yeah. And she was actually selling, I don't know how many tons of cabbage online in the field for the farmer. I mean, China is light years ahead when it comes to live streaming and this kind of stuff. It was so much fun. If I could have bought that cabbage, I would probably have bought it. But it's too far away. Yeah. And probably down the road we can show all that stuff here, what we are doing here.
So a couple more. Eddie, straight up good engineering work as always. Thank you. Klaus, I've been looking for my first luxury watch, and your engineering prowess has my interest. Your watches are beautiful and individual. Excellent. Thank you very much. And we'll have some more surprises also coming in the future. So keep an eye out for those. Sorry guys, I didn't mean it in a demotivating way. I apologize. No problem.
No. What wasn't demotivating?
We'll go back here.
The Tiffany thing.
I most likely go for the tall blue. Dials look amazing. The reason I asked. No.
Everything is okay. Don't worry.
Don't worry. We completely get it. And like I said, I mean, if you're really gravitating towards that color on the Rolex, you should go for it.
Yeah.
Watches are meant to be they're very, very personal.
And you can own more than one.
You can own more. It's okay though. It's all right to own more than one.
It's like bicycles. I'm a big fan of having more than one bicycle.
Yeah. How many cyclists do you know that have one bicycle?
Not many. They have all more.
They always have more.
They have a double garage usually when they're in the US, and then they have a lot of bicycles.
Have a mountain bike.
I mean, I have bicycle
bike,
background. That's why I advocate that. And since we need to use less oil, you are getting your electric vehicle.
Yes.
You're doing your part.
Yes. As soon as
I'm very happy. I'm very proud about you.
I have a pretty. Thank you. I have a long commute, and so I just couldn't justify putting fuel in the car anymore.
No.
And so
I'm driving electric since 5 years. My battery is very small, but it works.
Mechanical watches,
Don't need batteries. Mechanical watches and electronic vehicles.
Very sustainable.
That's good.
And so, how do I participate? Is there a link? So, as we mentioned before, we'll be going live on March 22nd, and that'll be directly on our website, horage.com. And you can just go there, and the site will be live there. We wanted to announce this a little bit earlier. Leon right now is actually building the page. I finished the text for it this morning. So it's a very last minute approach because we know we need to act now and make sure that we get food to people who need it most. And so that is why it's a little bit rushed, but we have all the information on how we handled it last time.
Nobody plans for war.
No.
Except the guys who want to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
So we are rushing as quickly as possible, but since we have done it from tourbillon 1, we know how to do it, and I think it will be easy for the people to participate.
So the blue dial is stunning. I bet the sunlight makes it shine. It will look very nice. It's kind of a matched surface. So
shall I bring back that dial?
We can bring back that dial, yeah. And one technical question here: why is the frequency running at 3.5 hertz and not the standard 4 hertz? Isn't it more accurate at higher? This is a pretty deep conversation piece. If everybody has a little bit of time, we can go into it.
So 3.5 hertz was established by Omega in the caliber 8000. Higher beat rate usually cuts the hour in more beats, so you can time more precisely, but that does automatically means the watch is more precise. The timing is more precise. With improved manufacturing capacity, you can bring down that beat rate. That means also less acceleration on the parts. Has other advantages. Lubrication stays in place. Lower beat rate 3 hertz, yes, indeed, is coming on cost of precision sooner or later, or even less, 2.5 or 2 hertz. There are watches. And we decided for this middle ground because we think that's the future. And with silicon, you can do this kind of things also much better. And it gives a decent power reserve, which people want nowadays, the 3 days. And we can see it on the newest watch group calibers. They also go towards 3.5 hertz. So I think we have been with the right direction, we smelled it.
Yeah, and of course there's chronometer certification and all these things that watches companies can take part of to have a third party justify the run rates, but we are well within cost and most of the times better than those rates. So
that's how it looks,
and that's how you can do it with silicone technology at a 3.5 hertz peak rate.
Right, that's the blue, huh?
Yeah, that's the blue. Yeah, that's the transatlantic blue, and that's the atoll blue.
Yeah. Both nice.
Yeah, no fingers on their end.
No. Okay. If I do something, they kill me.
Yeah. So, is there a deadline? Should we wish to request a change to a pre-order selected dial color? Yeah. So we have 4 pre-order rounds that are taking place. So we already did the first one back in November. We're into the second one, which will be in just 2 weeks' time on April 12th. And that will run for 3 days. So there's only 3 days to place your order, but anybody who places an order in that time will get a watch. And so if you decide to change your color of your dial afterwards, or bracelet link, if you want to have polished and you decide later on you want to have brushed, you of course can just send us an email, say I'd like to update my order, and we can change that for you. Because usually these things take a little bit of time. to decide on exactly what you'd like to have. So, yeah, and
it's matte.
The earlier you take part, you get obviously a better price on the watch. So, has there been a decision made on whether the GMT will be colored?
The GMT hand?
The GMT hand.
Yes, the GMT hand. No, not yet.
Yeah.
So we first wait for the matte, finish.
Yeah, because on this one,
it's wrong anyhow.
Yeah, the GMT hand on here is,
Yeah.
is incorrect. It's polished, and so it looks quite dark on here, but
Yeah.
it's going to be coming in a brush finish, which will pull in more light to it and give it a little bit more texture and hopefully make it differentiate itself even more. Already the local hand is loomed, so visually you can really see the difference, and especially when you have it on a wrist, you can it really sort of stands out. And then after that, we'll decide if there's any sort of color or anything else that needs to be done to it later. Of course, we want to keep it. It can't be too loud.
No, it shouldn't be loud.
Or busy or or heavy looking. We want to keep something light. It's a 9.85 millimeter watch, very low profile. So it needs to match its dimensions and curvature. Yeah.
Yeah, there will be still a lot of discussions coming forward.
Mm-hmm. So, hard to tell online. That is matte finish. Still love it. I'm a sucker for a nice blue dial. We all are. Yeah, I think everybody is. Thanks for sharing all the info. Looking forward to seeing how much money you guys can raise. We are too. And
spread the word.
Yes.
I mean, the more people can participate, the more money will come in, and the more vegetables we will buy.
Yeah, and so if you're a part of Red Bar or any of these watch communities, or you're on any of these watch forums, please, you can share this video, share the newsletter, tell people about it, let them know so that they can also take part and help people in Ukraine, and also have a chance to win some pretty cool watches.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we have here? Thanks for sharing all the info.
If we color going to be colored, shouldn't the GMT writing also match the same color? Higher beat rate used to get precision in the face of lower engineering precision. Yeah, you can say that.
Higher beat rate used to get precision in the face of lower engineering precision.
Correct.
Oh, what do we got here? We got a special report. Jonas is here.
This guy.
So he's our head of engineering.
Look at the T-shirt. The T-shirt is important,
Hey, go back.
Yeah.
What do we have here?
Yeah.
First running K2 prototype.
There it is. Yeah.
Sylvan also here. Have a look.
Yeah.
There.
Right there, Sylvan.
Hi.
Yeah.
He is in the parts war usually. Super good. Yeah.
So the first
putting stuff together.
Technical prototype K2 movement has been completed today. You saw it there first hand live. Jonas is a pretty funny guy. So higher beat rate used to get precision in the face of lower engineering precision.
Yes.
Lower beat rate.
We are confident in what we do.
Highlights your confidence 100%. In your quality.
Yeah.
And the tourbillon, K1 and K2, they're all 3.5.
All 3.5. We anyhow, I mean, if we want to continue to deliver top-notch quality, the most important thing is to standardize. Mm-hmm. And everything we do around movement development is standardized. That's the reason why we can be faster and why we also can be sure of what we are doing. Mm-hmm. If you always start again and again and again, you never get at a good quality level.
Yeah,
that's a fact. Cool action, tell my friends about it, even if it reduces the chance of winning. Nobody should be selfish in that case.
No.
Spread the word.
You could actually.
Transparent dial limited. Oh, transparent dial limited edition. I mean, it will not be the last watch.
Yeah.
I mean, Supersede is here to stay.
Yeah.
We will start now with these dials regular, and who knows what comes down the road. But first of all, we need to produce all that stuff.
Yeah, we gotta finish this.
But I was not sure if the GMT hand is going to be colored, shouldn't the GMT writing also match the same color? So is it meant this?
Yeah. Can you mouse over that?
But that's not really the writing. It's just indicating if at home it's night or day. It's not where you read actually.
No, you can.
You can,
you
but
could
it's
read it, but it's
too small,
quite small.
yeah.
But you
Yeah.
get an idea of whether it's night or day.
Yeah.
And yeah. And so, what other ones do we have here?
Okay, forget my question. Not that sexy from the top.
No problem, Arthur. Before end of June 2022, is it possible to change color or finishing of your pre-ordered Supersede?
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
definitely.
No problem.
No problem, anytime. And then, is there a chance? Okay, we talked about cool action from you. I'll tell my friends. We already answered that.
Yeah.
But what you could do is you could take the funds for your friends and just say that you will enter in the draw for them.
Yeah, that would be a
If they're
good
too
idea.
busy, and then you have a really good chance.
You tell them, I'm going to donate a lot of money to Ukraine, and you don't tell them that you will probably win the watch for that. We will probably see a lot of funny things happening again.
Yeah, but again, we're going to have
we are finishing with our screen, with the beautiful logo stuff.
Yeah.
Wait.
So I will
Screen.
just write in here. So
Yeah.
we're going to have the page on HORAGE.com. Yep. And that is going to go live. So March, what did we say? March 22nd?
Yeah.
1400 CT. Yeah. Is the start of
Okay.
paper.
I mean K2 GMT written on the dial. Yeah, that would be an idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks to Loop Bloke. We will consider that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good.
And as the happy ending, I like that. Freedom is non-negotiable. Because in fact, it isn't.
No, not at all.
People forget that. They only, I have to say something, I was really, really pissed about the whole bashing Europe thing. And now people recognize that this is a very valuable and important thing to protect because it gives all of us freedom. And we need that because that makes people more happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish you a nice day.
Yeah, thank you for joining. And you don't stop it just yet because you're going to end it a little bit too soon here. But again, HORAGE.com. We'll have the page ready for donations on Tuesday, so next Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's March 22nd. And then from there, so in the next couple of days, we'll put a banner up so that you can see, and hopefully we can do a little countdown timer to when it starts.
Yeah.
And then and we'll go from there. So also subscribe to our newsletter. I mean, if you want to subscribe to our YouTube page, that's usually what YouTubers say. But I'm saying go to the newsletter because that's where you get the most updated information as it pertains to our forum post. We go into technical details of watches and everything.
We will split our video exercises into how we call it the State of the Nation.
State of the Nation and
Tech Talk.
Yeah, and Arthur, you had also given us that suggestion, so thank you very much. Thank you for the talk as well. Yeah. And so we'll do more of that in the future times, and we really want to thank everybody for joining in today and being so supportive of this cause. And we're looking forward to having a lot of fun with it, and I hope you guys are too. It sounds like it.
So I now need to stop.
Yeah.
And then we sit still.
Yeah,
you said.
No, we stop. We sit still here for a moment,